List review number 5. This one is for Allan, and Allan has made an interesting German tank platoon. I thought we might see some tank platoons for Bring Your Guns, and this one has 13 order dice, which is quite high for a tank platoon, in my opinion. It's really good. I like it, and I am very scared to be maybe facing this tank platoon because it's a hard counter to my list, I think. It's the German tank platoon, the 18th Aufklärungsabteilung. So, like, it's the recce platoon of the Germans, and we can really see that in what he has in the list. Because he starts out with a Panzer III, Panzer IIIG, I should say, which is, I think, the main battle tank that most German players like to use. We've seen quite a few of them in this tournament, and he has made that the command vehicle. To support that, he has a Puma, which is a heavy and expensive armored car, but is also really good with the medium anti-tank gun and a coaxial MMG. I do prefer my British Staghound, but I can see where this is going. It has dual direction steering and recce and the medium anti-tank gun. It's a hunter, right? It goes out and it hunts enemy armor, and it does it well. Yeah. The final tank choice? Is there a final tank? No, there's only 2 tank choices. Okay, cool. But he has several vehicle choices. And what he does is he takes Halftracks. He takes the 250/9 and the 7/2. Both of them have autocannons, and he has correctly predicted that this will be a tournament where there's a lot of light armor and a lot of soft-skinned vehicles. And these autocannons, one has a light autocannon and the other has a heavy autocannon. They will be really, really useful, I think. Really useful for cutting down those enemy vehicles. And especially the 250/9, because that has recce, so you can sort of hide it in. You can move it up into cover, shoot, and then the next turn when you get shot at, you just recce back. Works really well, and I'm very scared of those and how they will affect my game against you. I don't like them. The final vehicle choice that he has is a motorcycle with a machine gun sidecar, MMG, forward facing, recce, turn on the spot, all the jazz. It's really good. It's an annoyance. It works well. It is maybe a bit expensive compared to what you can get for that point in other lists, but it works really well. And that turn on the spot is brilliant for just snaking your way through terrain. Really good. He also has some transports. And in his transport slot, he has a Kugelwagen, which is just to transport something like soft, right? But in his transport slot, he also has a Hanomag 250/1 with a pintle-mounted MMG, and a Mortier half-track, which also has a pintle-mounted MMG, and can tow anti-tank guns. So 2 half-tracks ready to go with MMGs. Again, they have armor. Not the Mortier, but the 250 has a 7+ armor, so he can easily have them laying in cover and shooting out of that. Works well. Now, to support his vehicle park, which is quite large, as you can tell. I've already talked like 5 minutes and it's only his vehicles. He has very little infantry. He has the Herr Veteran Grenadier Squad with an LMG, and it's a 5-man unit, so it's very, very, very small. and he has a Storm Pioneer veteran squad with SMGs and a flamethrower. Again, 5 man. That means that he has only 10 infantrymen in his list. Yes, there'll be some artillery as well and a sniper team, but that's very, very little. This is a list that really works by protecting its infantry and then having the vehicles, the armor, do the work. So let's hope they get to do that. Your main threat, Allan, is if you face off against an infantry list with Panzerfausts or bazookas. That is going to be difficult for you. I'm not sure you have the tools for it, but if you face off against a vehicle list like mine, you're going to have a field day. The final 3 choices is a medium mortar. We've talked about that several times. It's a staple of the Danish meta. A sniper team and a Nebelwerfer. The only thing that's interesting here is that Allan has chosen to make the Nebelwerfer veteran, which I'm not really sure why. It does allow the Nebelwerfer to stay alive for longer and to shoot even though it gets pinned, which is good. But at the same time, he's making his medium mortar inexperienced. Of course, that will only shoot indirectly anyway, but since you're inexperienced, you won't be able to use a spotter, and you don't have a spotter anyway, so you have a plan, but I'm not sure I'm seeing it right now. I'm looking forward to facing this list. It will be a challenge, especially for me. I'm not sure how to deal with it yet. I'll train, and I'll train a lot, I think. Cheers.